Lovers Quarrel. It's a long, sustained quarrel.
What's going on, world?
Hey, everybody.
It's your guy, TJ, Mr. New Cool.
And it's your girl, Dani, your theatrically thankful, thorny devil.
I feel like that was 4 syllables today. Is that considered syllables?
It was more than 4 syllables.
Yeah, syllables is like
Every
able.
sound. Yeah, that'd be 2 syllables.
Yeah, got you.
Yeah. But there's no...
I'm not gonna stop it to like make myself sound better. So fuck it, people just want to know that I didn't know whatever. Anyway, thank you for tuning into another episode of Lovers Quarrel. If this is your first time listening, thank you for checking us out. If it's your second time, welcome back. And if it's your third or more time, you are a lover to me, a friend to Dani, or whatever. She doesn't embrace y'all the way I embrace y'all. Y'all are my lovers. I love y'all because y'all love me and Dani, but you more so love me. Anyway,
that's not true.
We're back for another episode, and you may be thinking, what happened to us last week? I'm blaming my wife because, yeah.
And
anytime we don't record, it's because of Dani.
Okay, and that's fine. I'll take
I'm
that.
100% always ready to record.
Well, we came on.
It's like...
Oh, okay, continue.
It's like going to a basketball game and only one person show up on your team.
Really?
Or it's like having a team but having no coach. It's like...
You're just waxing poetic.
Let me be great.
Okay, go ahead.
It's like... I can't be serious. Anyway, y'all get the gist.
I apologize. We were...
As you should. And she was supposed to send out a tweet, a message, didn't do it.
I did it.
Trash.
You could have done it.
No, that's not how it works. Whoever's accountable for the episode not going up, they're the one who's accountable for... Listen, it's the issue of having a partner.
I was busy.
You know, shout out to my man Reek, solo. Shout out to my man Rock, solo. You know, you don't have to worry about the personalities, you know?
I'm a personality.
We did a live show and now she too good to tweet now?
I'm not too good to...
That's what she's telling y'all.
I'm not. I was...
Let's talk about it.
Following the live show.
Uh-huh.
It was the week leading up to our friends, your line brother, my...
Fuck their wedding.
Best friend's
Yeah, I said it. Fuck their wedding.
Wedding. You don't mean that. In which you were a groomsman and I was matron of honor. So,
were you the only person of honor? No. Boom. I dropped the mic.
I was the only... Not the only person, but I was... of service at that point to my bride.
So you're saying that was more important than saying on a tweet?
It wasn't.
I'm getting her, y'all.
It wasn't.
I got y'all.
But it did dominate a lot of my. I was still at work, and my afternoons and evenings were dedicated all last week. To
you didn't stop working.
Really?
I'm just saying. Anyway, that's besides the point.
It was a beautiful wedding.
It was an amazing wedding. Congratulations
to Mercedes and Paul.
To Paul and Mercedes.
Mercedes and Paul.
Paul and Mercedes.
Mercedes and Paul.
He's taking her from the slums of Minnesota.
The slums of Minnesota.
And he's raising. He helped her grow.
Oh, is that what?
I mean, that's what we do.
So Paul is TJ's line brother. So
yes.
Let's make that first very, very clear.
Jewel tail.
All the things.
Yeah.
Okay. Point is that he did not save her from anything. We saved her.
We definitely saved her from the slums. We definitely saved her.
We saved her from the streets of Baltimore.
Yeah, but we all saved her from the streets, from the slums of Minnesota.
I've been to Minnesota. It's not very
I'm
slummy.
pretty sure there's slums in Minnesota.
But not the places I saw.
All right, so then again, you can't speak about things you don't know. I know that for a fact. There's a slum everywhere in the world. So there's a slum.
There's slums in Beverly Hills.
I'm pretty sure there are.
There's slums in Beverly Hills.
I'm pretty sure there are.
There's slums in like Calabasas.
I'm pretty sure there's slums in every place. Now it may be rich people's slum, but I'm pretty sure it'd be like, all the people in 6 figures live in this part of the town.
Well, she was not living in the slums.
Listen, don't try to change my narrative. My narrative is my narrative, and I like it the way that it is. We saved her. Paul continues saving her, and now she's a better woman.
I'm done.
She went from an M to a B, and an M to a B, meaning that her last name starts with an M and now starts with a B. So you know she just moved to the front of the line.
I'm so sick of you.
You were kind of like, you were kind of early.
I went from an F to a B.
Yeah, exactly. That's like going from coach to first class. Anyway,
you are sickening. Congratulations to Mercedes and Paul, but that was
and
like,
Paul and Mercedes.
I
respect my man.
Really, really, really on my like taking my Matron of Honor duties very seriously. So I was like,
only you. Never mind.
Anyway,
I'm not gonna be a shady lady, as my wife would say. How have you been though?
I've been really good. The live show was amazing.
We're gonna get to that.
We'll get to that. The wedding was amazing. It was beautiful. And I've had some good wins in the last week, is like professionally too. So like I got
talk about it.
So your girl was featured in an article on the teaching website. So the New Teacher Project, I think that's what they still call it, TNTP, basically, is the umbrella organization that I...
Can you take your phone off of vibrate so you don't mess up our recording? Thank you.
Excuse me. What is the parent organization of the teaching program I went through to become a teacher 6 years ago. And they interviewed me a few months back, and the article went live last week. And so my interview was published on their national website. And then also too, I joined a planning committee for a conference that a higher up in my district is the president of. And so I'm trying to also kind of, get myself acquainted with these different people and these other opportunities. So the fact that I kind of got a seat at the table with that, and then the article went, live last week. We had this live show, which we'll talk more about, and then our very, very close friends, whom we love very much, got married, and we were there to stand by their side. So to me, it was a great week. And now Thanksgiving break.
I agree. Sounds like a lot.
How are you?
I'm alive.
Oh my God.
Listen, I really believe in that. I really believe in that. It can always be worse. So even when I'm like really having my bad days, so I'm one who like self-pity a lot. I go really negative to get out of to become positive.
Yes, you do.
It's just my coping mechanism.
Yes, it is.
But I know that it can always be worse. So even though my day may be shitty, I'm not homeless. I have a wife. I have a child.
Got a job.
I have a job. Life is good. So
you're healthy.
I am healthy. So saying that to say that, whenever we have the negatives, it can always be worse. So I try to always just remember that shit is positive. Even though, again, we all get our funks. I'm not going to tell people that they can't feel the way that they feel or whatever, but just try to always remember that shit can always be worse. And you may be in a situation right now that is like the worst situation that you're experiencing. But remember, there are people who don't have a house to go to. There's people who don't have coats. There's people it's just people in worse situations. People who living are amputees, living in slums. All that. It's just so much. Shit can just always be so much worse. So just always count your blessings, no matter how big, small, or whatever it is.
I agree.
So this is going to be a special episode. We're not going to do our traditional elevator or go into our quarrel or anything like that. We're going to recap our live show because we didn't get to do a chance to do it last week. And then with it being, when this episode drop, will be Black Friday. So we figured we'll gift our lovers and newcomers and everyone else our live show. So, you'll be able to experience what we did, how we did it, and we'll love your feedback. And as always, we are on IG, Lovers Quarrel Show, Twitter, Lovers Quarrel 7. And you can always, give us the feedback of what you thought about it. But the experience from the live show was great.
It was amazing.
Second sold out show. And the fact that we were able to do it in New York, in our hometown, we were able to bring our show home, means a lot to me, I don't want to speak for Dani.
Means a lot to me too.
You know, being a kid from Harlem, I would have never thought that I would ever have the experience to have a sold out show. I wasn't a rapper. I wasn't a singer. I wasn't a performer per se. So the fact that in 2019 I was able to put on a show that people enjoyed, people paid money for, and, you know, be able to do it with my best friend.
Oh, baby.
It meant the world to me. And it just opened my eyes that, yo, just do it. You know, we live in a world where we're so scared to do things. We're so like trying to make everything. We try to do everything. Damn, I can't even think the word. Like,
cautiously?
Not cautiously, but we try to calculate.
Oh,
we try to do everything calculated.
Mm-hmm.
We try to say like, all right, well, you know, I want to start a t-shirt business. All right, well, let me get the design first, and then let me get a t-shirt, and then let me sample it, and then let me build a following, and then I'll release it. Just do it. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm gonna say.
Like Nike.
And no, but in everything we do in life, we're in the era where you can just do shit. You know, our parents didn't have the opportunity. Everything had to be calculated. Everything had to be resourceful. You had to make sure that everything was, you know, everything mapped up correctly. Mm-hmm. But we're kind of us right now in this generation. They have the opportunity that if they can do it, they just do it. Mm-hmm. And then you test it out. You see how it goes, you know. But going back to the show, the Oprah Rose show, they did an amazing job.
Thank you, ladies, so much.
Our guest, Reek, killed his dissertation of Black Air Force Ones, which you will be able to hear.
Hysterical.
And then my cousin George, Cool G Mims from Harlem.
Touched the stage. And he did his thing, and, you know, that was a dope moment for me. Growing up with my cousins, again, we always dreamed big about things that we can do. Music wasn't always a thing, but the fact that we were able to the fact that we were able to share a stage together, mm-hmm. a performance together. I performed my way, he performed his way, but we were able to perform together. It was amazing. I had high school friends who came out, mm-hmm. lovers who came out, family who came out. My college roommates came. They were late, but they came. Shout out to Ruben and Earl. You know, so it's great to know how people appreciate you and love you and respect you. We had, you know, we just had family, friends. It was a great atmosphere. It was.
And I hope that when y'all hear it, y'all can feel what we felt. But it was a great event. We had some podcasters come out. Shout out to Mandy from Horrible Decisions.
Right.
That was really special to me just because Mandy's always rocked with us and she's always showed us love, and you know,
outside of Brilliant Idiots.
Yeah, that's where we met her. We met at Brilliant Idiots. And the rest is kind of history, but she's always been a friend to us, and you know, it's bigger than podcasting. But with podcasting, again, we had our podcast family out there. Mm-hmm. As Dani said, Rock was out there. From Humbly Arrogant, formerly known as Unpopular Opinion. We had my man Rome from Ours Truth. JB purchased a ticket. He couldn't make it, but he wanted to show support. Sophisticated Ignorance was in the building. Steven and Vixen. 90s, I think it's called 90s Voicemail Podcast was there.
Daja from
So Shameless.
Dina from Not For Everybody podcast.
Thank you for coming in, because you know I'll be forgetting stuff.
I know, and like now you got me tripping. I think that's everybody.
I hope we don't forget anybody. If we do apologize. But one thing we did do on our live shows, that we gave the opportunity for the mic to be passed around for the people to for the podcasters to be able to shout out their own podcast. Even though it was a Dani and TJ event, we ain't nothing without other people, and
our podcast fans.
We're not selfish. I mean, again, this is bigger than us. So I thought that was dope that we were able to have the opportunity to allow them to, give out their podcast, talk about their shows. I mean, it wasn't like extensive, but it was enough that you'll hear it. And when you hear the live show, you'll be able to hear it as well. Did you have anything else?
No, I think you really hit the nail on the head. You kind of did. You took what I normally do, which is take the lead and just run with the talkings. But you said everything, babe, and it's one of my proudest accomplishments.
No, definitely. Another proud moment of it was having Tatum on the stage. She was shy at first, but once she got it, it was like
no stopping her.
Yeah. So, again, I just want to thank everyone who shows us love, everyone who reaches out to us, everyone who converses with us, everyone who, show us any type of acknowledgement. We do this because it's a way for Dani and I to be able to converse, and it's our date night. As we record right now, this is our date night. We get to talk to each other about different topics, and it forces us to have a conversation and grow as a couple. But we get to do it in front of y'all, and hopefully inspire or give people something that they can take from, or just have a conversation. And I think that's the biggest thing. But to be able to do this, year 2 and just still rock and it's still being fun at the moment is a blessing. So I just want to thank y'all for this, and I hope y'all enjoy this, and
have a happy Thanksgiving.
Make sure that you sorry, I'm lost for words. Make sure that y'all follow us on IG, Lovers Quarrel Show, on Twitter, Lovers Quarrel 7, and let's talk about this live show.
Tell us what you think.
Tell us what you think. Good, bad, or indifferent. Listen, I'd rather y'all tell me all negative so we can work on it than not get anything. So don't feel like you don't hurt our feelings. We're grown-ups. So
most of the time.
I'm always a grown-up. I don't know about you. But in that case, we're going to go into the live show. So live from New York City, it's Lovers Quarrel Live, second show, and enjoy. As always, we fuss.
We fight.
Fucking it up, Dani. Go ahead.
We fuss.
We fight, but we love. Bye.
Yo, you listening to the Oprah Rose Show with TT and Gigi, and get it poppin'.
Thoughts. Everything begins with thoughts.
She's a slut, she's a hoe, she's this, she's that.
We say to girls, you can have ambition, but not too much.
It's about people being uncomfortable with women owning their sexuality.
What is the truest, highest vision that you hold for yourself?
I'm a real ass bitch, and I'm gonna get everything that I'm gonna get on my own.
I know for sure. You don't get what you wish for. You get what you believe.
Hey, y'all.
Hi.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Y'all look amazing. Happy
y'all doing?
Sunday. Are y'all excited? I'm like, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Sunday fun day. So I'm TT.
And I'm Gigi.
And we're the Oprah Rose Show.
Yes. And we are here hosting the live show of the Lovers Quarrel podcast. Hello.
Make some noise.
How are y'all here? We love
For
our
them,
fam.
your beautiful selves.
Yes.
Typically people ask like where you from, but we love zodiac signs. So what's
wanna
your
know
zodiac
y'all.
signs?
Okay, Taurus, Aries. Okay.
Virgo.
Okay.
Libra,
Okay,
like
my
Capricorn,
Libras.
Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus. Y'all don't know the Beyonce song. Y'all just gonna let me sing it by myself. All right.
But it's Scorpio season, so do
It
I
is
have any
Scorpio
other Scorpios
season.
in here?
Happy birthday.
Okay.
Happy birthday to the Scorpios.
Thank you. All right, well, we know why y'all here. So without further ado, please join me in giving TJ and Dani a warm, warm welcome.
Make some noise.
Quarrel, it's a long sustained quarrel. Lovers Quarrel, it's a long sustained quarrel. Lovers Quarrel, it's a long sustained quarrel. Lovers Quarrel, it's a long sustained quarrel.
Well, thank you everyone for coming out.
Pardon the hair.
That voice you hear in the back is our daughter.
Yeah. She will be all right. We do not call CPS. Okay. So this is mine. I needed 2 hands to get down. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
As always, what's going on, world?
Hey, everybody.
It's your guy, TJ, Mr. New Cool.
And it's your girl, Dani, your lit and live, in effect, lemur. You know, I always gotta get that alliteration popping. And welcome to the Lovers Quarrel live show, New York City. Please, yes, thank you. We came home.
Yeah.
We did it.
Yeah.
Thank God. We're here. We made it, y'all. And so before we go any further, we want to thank everybody for coming out, taking the time on a Sunday fun day, because we know niggas got work tomorrow, myself included. And we just want to say that we really appreciate you guys coming out and just showing us support and love. And we're so excited to be here with y'all.
And before we start, can we just take a moment of silence? My father-in-law passed away 2 years ago, and if he didn't pass away, he'll be like right here somewhere. So if we could just give him a moment of silence before we start. Thank you.
Thank you. Right. Shout out to Greg. So with that being said, for folks who always, tune in, we're gonna jump on this elevator. Now, TJ likes to hate and say that my elevator is like a project elevator.
I mean, it is.
And we talk about what goes up and what goes down, because sometimes when good things are going good, you're going up. When things are not going great, it's kind of going down. He has an elevator with, he says it's like, has cushioned seats and an elevator operator, but your elevator operator steals.
It's only the best.
Debatable. I'm sorry.
You're from Queens, so.
And your point being, whoa, slow it.
I know there's a lot
Queens
of people
is representing
Queens.
in here.
There's
so
a lot of Harlem people in here too.
All right. Okay then. Let's not do that.
Where did you go to high school? Where did you go to high school?
Because they needed me.
No, where did you go to high school?
They needed me. I went to high school in Harlem because they needed me.
No, because you knew better. You wanted a better opportunity in life.
You know what? We only got this space for a certain amount of time, so we're not going to go back and forth.
Okay.
We quarreling, but we got to stick to the script.
Yeah, we definitely do.
All right. So am I going first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Let me turn this way. Body language has a lot, so let me act like I like him, right? So my elevator. I'm going up. So my elevator talk is, number one, I have a voice. So if y'all listen to this Friday's episode, not only was I riding the struggle bus, y'all, I was driving it, because I, typical of being a mom and teaching in any school, as I got sick. So I had no voice. So I'm very, very grateful for the fact that the words are coming out of my mouth and they're clear.
You just didn't want to get docked.
You're not docking my
Listen, if you didn't have no voice, you'd have been docked.
Docked for what? This is a venture of love and passion and pursuits. What money?
You don't think basketball players love what they do? They get fined too.
Okay, so where's my pay for all those other episodes? That's what I'm trying to say. Exactly.
You did that for free. This is different.
You make no sense. But more importantly, so in getting up here yesterday morning, and TJ and I being from New York, we come up here, family and friends, events, things like that. Another reason why I'm going up is because, y'all, as much as I love being from New York and of New York, I am very grateful for not having to spend as much money on lifts and public transportation as y'all do on a regular basis. Can anybody clap it up if y'all take public transportation or lifts? Anybody? Yeah. So, okay, let me take you back. Let me take you on a trip right now, a journey. From what I remember, public transportation, when I used to take it regularly, wasn't that bad, and it was like $250. What does it cost now for like a Metro car? $75. Okay, has the service gotten any better? Worse. Okay, thank you. So worse, and so I am thoroughly concerned about that, and I had to pay. We went to Reek's event yesterday, and then I went and got my little face done and all that stuff like that so I could look presentable for y'all. And I'm just riding around. I'm like, this is a lot of money. And I am very grateful that my 2017 Honda CRV does right by me on a regular basis because it gives me...
bougie.
I'm not bougie. It is just life-changing. That's all.
The train works fine.
You say that as somebody, a nigga who does not take the train regularly.
Well, when I come up here, I take the train.
You don't.
I definitely do.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, I might sound bougie, but I'm counting my blessings that and the people at Honda.
I just want to throw a hypothetical out there. I was speaking to my cousin earlier, right?
Okay, I'm listening.
So if me and you were in the early stages of dating, right?
Mm-hmm.
I call a lift.
Okay.
And it's a shared lift. How do you feel about me?
If you and we catch a lift from your house and then...
No. I send a shared lift to come get you.
Oh, and then we stop somewhere else and then like...
No, I'm not with you. They're coming to pick you up.
So I'm coming to you.
Yes.
And you send one for me.
Or we're meeting somewhere.
And we're meeting somewhere.
But I sent you a shared lift.
And then we stop and like Jessica jumps in.
Sure.
And then Robert.
Yeah.
How old am I?
Okay.
I think that's a fair question.
All right.
Because if this is 17-year-old Dani, I'm gonna be like, all right. I mean, I guess, you know. I'm like, listen, I don't gotta take the train. But if I'm
27.
Like,
Okay. I'm just asking.
Yeah, that might be the first and last date.
Okay. That's what she said. I was just asking.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that important, but you know, I'm learning.
Well, that's you.
I'm learning. Because you just sent me a share. I'd have been like, all right, listen, she's responsible.
I would have sent you an Uber XL.
You just sent me an Uber XL?
I would have sent you an Uber. I'd be like, my baby need to stretch out,
Okay.
you know?
So that means next time we take an Uber, you gonna pay the XL?
No, we together now. That's what we dating.
That's crazy.
Exactly. Now we share. We are the pool.
That's wild.
So
that's crazy about you.
But now, with that being said, let's jump into your elevator with your stealing ass doorman or whatever elevator operator.
I mean,
fictional.
You're sitting down right now, right?
Continue.
You're in an elevator.
Continue.
I want y'all all just to picture it. You know, open it up, nice plush seats.
Sheets in the elevator? You make no sense.
I said seats.
Oh, seat. Oh, it's the grill. I'm sorry.
Anyway. Whereas you can go to her elevator, has a great voice. You do a wonderful job there. But it's, you know, pissy. So it's like a project.
Wow.
So anyway,
disrespectful.
My up is y'all. Thank y'all for coming out. This means the world to me. And my up is also my wife. This is possible because of her. So.
Oh, you try and get out of that hypothetical Uber pool comment. I mean.
No, not at all.
Oh. Is that it?
That's it. I'm real simple.
You right. Okay. So now that we have completed our elevator talk, we hope that you guys have, you know, we're bringing up the mood a little bit, and we're going to jump right into our relationship tip of the week. Am I taking that one away as well?
Women first. That's what they say.
Ladies. Now women.
Ladies, sorry.
Thank you. Come on now.
Listen.
His parents are in the audience. Who raised this nigga? No, I'm just playing. So my relationship tip of the week is for when you're with your partner, whoever, is, especially this goes for clap it up if you've been with your significant other for more than 2 years. More than 5, more than 10, keep it going, more than 15. All right, so we got some long-term people in the building. And so especially for those of you who've been with a good amount of time, is to, sometimes when you're out, I feel like you should act like a couple of teenagers when possible. So yesterday, TJ and I went to our good friend Reek's event called Jack in the Box in Brooklyn. And probably is some bit attributed to the Jack. And then also a little bit of just the music. It was taking us back. But I felt like it was kind of like, where were those parties when we were in high school? Is it Kennedy? Does anybody remember?
Sure.
Okay, well, anyway.
You went to parties?
Yes, I did.
I'm just asking.
You were trying to come at my neck. Don't embarrass me in front of all our people, our mixed company.
Sorry.
Thank you. So we were just like dancing. It was dark. It was hot. It was all the things that like you like love when you're 16, 17 years old. And so it made me think about how like when you're young and everything kind of like is carefree. So when you're in a relationship, even though life kind of throws things at you and you're you know, bills and children and work and all that stuff like that. When you go out sometimes, you know, find some place dark and quiet with a little bit of liquor and, you know, act like a couple of teenagers sometimes. Because it just, you know, it can't hurt. It can't hurt, right? Because, you know, without teenagers, we would, well, I don't know, without teenagers, the teenagers kind of suck, sorry. Now that I think about it. But point being is that when you act, you know, a little loosey-goosey and young, you have a little bit more fun. You let those inhibitions down, and sometimes that's what you need, especially when you've been together as long as me and this one have been.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
It has been. You loved it.
So on TT Tuesdays, I can turn off the lights, throw on some music, put a bottle out. I'm just going off of your tip.
This still sounds kind of uber poolish. This is like, take me somewhere.
You just said, you just gave us a whole example, so I'm saying.
Because we went out. We didn't just like cut the lights off.
It's not, you're not gonna always find that type of atmosphere. I'm trying to bring the party to you.
Okay, so you're gonna take me in.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna
take you in the basement, you know what I mean? Listen, this is exactly what we could do.
We gonna move the high chair to the side.
Exactly what we're gonna do. I'm gonna make you gotta knock on the door, right? And then we're gonna walk down the stairs, music gonna be bumping. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say, Aunt, I need you to make a mix with me. Just let that thing ride.
Everything from like 03 to 09.
I'm gonna let that thing ride. So when you hear it, and I mean, all you're gonna do is hear the music. You're gonna be like, oh, this is the spot. But it's just gonna be me and you.
It's just gonna be me and you?
Just me and you.
You're gonna have to give me a good amount of like liquor and or weed before that. Okay. So just to really set the mood right. I mean, I wasn't doing that when I was in high school, but you know, for me to really internalize this scene. But sure, we'll try it out. Okay.
Okay.
All right. But what about you? How are you gonna enlighten these lovely people this evening?
No, it's real simple. My tip is don't be a dream killer, and that's for relationships. That's for friendships. That's just for anything. You know, if you have friends, you have children, support them. Words mean things, as my wife would always say. So watch how you say things and know the person you're talking to. But you need to support your friends, support their visions, and, you know, try to help them the best way possible. Even if it's something you don't agree with, still be there for them, because you never know how much your words mean to people. So don't kill their dreams.
Was that the dedication to me too?
No.
Yes, don't be a dream killer. Like, you know.
I don't think they clap for yours, so I won.
Listen, because you tried to if you try to go the Martin and Malcolm route, then yeah, you're gonna get a clap. Like.
You hating that?
I'm not a hater. I'm just stating facts. I'm just saying. Excuse me.
Sound like you made an excuse.
Listen, flips braid. Thank you. All right. Well, we hope that you can take with it what you will from our relationship. Dropping bombs on him. I cannot. Oh my God, that was nuclear. Jesus Christ. With that being said, we are going to now segue, that's a good word, right, into our word of the week. This is the segment in which TJ tries to stump me because he says he tries to expand his vocabulary.
I am.
Because I have an extensive vocabulary.
Dumb extensive. So I was like, I gotta be able to catch
dumb
up.
Extensive.
You know what I mean? I gotta be with you. You know what I mean? And then I'm doing my words, and then you want to try to spell it out. So you made it a competition.
I mean,
I was cooling.
But then you try to like stump me. But now we're gonna let's go ahead. So
the word of the week is extol.
Extol.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm
Use
pretty sure you've heard it already.
Use it in a sentence. We're gonna treat this like scripts, National Spelling Bee.
If you have a crush on a guy who likes your best friend, it can be very depressing to listen to him extol your friend's virtues while you just nod and smile. If you extol something, you praise it very highly.
Oh, okay. So that sounds depressing. Ooh. All right, extol.
And that was the easy one too.
Oh, so you just trying to diminish my abilities right now?
I'm just letting you know.
Oh. EXTOL.
See, there you go.
Okay.
Come on, give her a clap, y'all.
Because if you didn't know how to spell extol before then, because somebody be like, my ex stole my phone.
Listen, I want to make sure that you are a winner.
So you try to set me up?
No, I was giving you I was giving you the alley-oop. I was leading you to the basket.
Okay, well, we can take it a step further if you like.
I mean.
So, since he wants to try and diminish my abilities, my lovely ladies from the Oprah Rose podcast. Would like to find some courageous volunteers. That's what I call my students all the time. Courageous volunteers in the audience. If you guys would like to challenge me to a spelling bee. Oh, okay. Father-in-law, sure, come on. Anybody else? Any other takers? Anybody? Oh, we shy.
Y'all being shy. I can't spell either, so I can't even pronounce the word.
So he raised his hand. So he's right there front and center.
It's gonna be a quick game.
This is. Can we get like one more person? Anybody? Listen.
I know we got an Aquila and the B in here somewhere.
You know, I didn't play sports like that, so this is nice. Let's see. You not?
I was like, who got the word? Okay.
All right. This is my first competitor. We need like one other person though, so be ready. Or I will somebody will be voluntold.
I think Dodge should actually say a word because I really can't pronounce these words. I know. Come on. Say that word, please.
No.
Ambivalent.
Oh.
Yes.
Mandy, I hear Mandy. I could have spelled that.
A-M-B-I-V-A-L-E-N-T.
Oh, okay. Y'all some spellers. All right, my God.
All right.
So then you gotta.
So now you gotta give me a word.
I wasn't planning for all that.
Supercalifragilistic. You really gonna try? He's
No,
gonna
I'm
give
not.
me expeditiously. Oh, fuck T.I. for that shit he did. Oh, that was the worst, right?
Forbearance.
Shit. If you play student loans, you better know how to play spell forbearance. F-O-R. Fuck Sally Mae. B-E-A-R-A-N-C-E. Forbearance.
I didn't know you had fuck Sally Mae in there, but you know, be great.
It's silent.
Oh, okay.
It's silent.
That's correct.
All right.
Who else?
One more brave
One more
volunteer.
person. One more person. Nobody wants to spell. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So
All right, I'm
it'll be brief.
gonna take it easy on you. Licentious. Licentious.
Oh.
I went out and got drunk with my girls and was acting real licentious.
L-I-S-C-E-N-T-I-O-U-S.
Very close. Very close. You want a rebuttal?
Sure. Can you repeat it again, please? Thank you.
Licentious.
Licentious. I might fuck this up too, y'all, because I know her. She's really smart, and so if I, let's see, licentious. And you said if I went out with my girls and I got really drunk, I was acting very licentious. It means to be like messy.
Yes.
Okay. Licentious. L-O-S-C-E-N-T-I-O-U-S?
No.
Oh, damn.
L-I-C-E-N-T-I-O-U-S.
We were close, boo. So you're cheering my defeat. So I'm 1-1 right now. So I really feel like I need like a tiebreaker, and then we can move on.
I'm okay with that.
You okay with that?
One more.
Do you want me to challenge you again?
She's talking to you, Ice.
Okay. All right. We know he loves a good competition. All right, one more, and you gotta make it really hard.
Can I just say one thing before we play?
Sure.
The word she said it, although it's over with, but she said licentious. It's pronounced, if I'm not mistaken, licentious.
Licentious. Oh, pronunciation. Got it. I appreciate it. See, this is what happens when you come to a podcast that's halfway hosted by an education. You're gonna learn some shit today, okay?
I think he should give the word, and then everybody else just try to figure it out.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say it wrong too.
All right. You want him to see it here? He could give it to me and challenge me.
Hear the word, sir.
Take your readers off. Huh?
We're not gonna do that.
Congruity. C-O-N-G-R-U-I-T-Y. Congruity.
Correct.
I win. Thank you. I'm 2 out of 3. Moving on. However,
That's a hard one.
Thank you. Thank you.
So for those who volunteered, who did it, contestants.
Yes.
I forgot my words. Come see us after. We have a gift for y'all.
All right, thank you. Thank y'all for playing in my little spelling bee and indulging me. All right. So now here comes also the time in our show where typically TJ and I would read a letter from somebody who's emailed us or somebody who's DM'd us or anything like that. So when you first got here, you should have been prompted or asked to write down a relationship question, any life question, anything like that. Even if you weren't, that's why we have TT and Gigi's beautiful faces. They can also come around and you can take the mic and ask a question. So if you have one, please hold it up and wave it in the air if you'd like, or if you would want for to share out your question. Oh, so we have one. I see 2, 3. Okay. Let's see.
These are simple words, I hope, so we can.
Yeah.
Okay.
The hard part is over, y'all.
All right.
My bad. I love to learn. I like words. My bad.
Okay, question number 1. How do you cope with changing friendships and relationships? Sorry. I was like, I can't see.
Oh.
I think as you decide, yes, a little light, please.
There we go.
I don't have my readers.
It is a little intimate in here.
How do you cope with changing friendships and relationships as you get older and priorities become different?
That's an excellent question. So how do you, I'd be like the teacher, everybody hear that question? Did everybody hear? All right. So I would say that for TJ and I, this has kind of been like a constant, right? Because change is the only constant, right? He and I have been together since we met when we were like 15, 16, together since like 16, 17 years old. And therefore...
It's a long time.
It is a very long time. So, but he and I have been together for so long that constantly, like, we've always kind of been like not ahead of the curve, but like being in this long-term relationship, we did things kind of a little bit earlier. So like we were together in a long-term relationship a lot longer than a lot of our friends. We got married relatively young. We were like 25 when we got married. And then, even we waited with Tatum, but still having children. Like some of our friends are kind of just now getting there with having kids. To answer the question, I mean, I guess it's just letting people, excuse her. I think that it's just like letting people and giving people like the space and grace to kind of grow in their own. Like it's not a competition, it's not a race. Everybody's going to get there when they get there at different times. And if you, that's why they make them cute, right? Because when they do stuff like that. But when you make sure that your friends are, sometimes when you grow apart, you just kind of have to own it, right? Because even if you are in the same space in life with friends, eventually sometimes the relationships, they grow apart and you just kind of honor what you have with that person, be it a relationship, a friendship, or anything in between, and then you move on. And then sometimes you come back around again when it's like, oh, either you or the friend, like, oh, I got my shit together, and now I'm like, doing right, or now I'm in the same kind of place in life with you, with kids or job or, bills and things like that. And so now we have more in common again. We're not doing different things anymore. So I feel like just kind of being okay with it is really the only advice I could give, because you're not meant to always be with the same day one. Your day ones sometimes come at day 1, and sometimes they come at day 15, and sometimes they come at day 90. But it's just about who's appropriate for you at that point in time. But I'm going to stop talking now, and I'm going to let my husband...
Are you sure?
Shut up.
Because you were going. I was letting you go.
Okay.
I thought you were going to speak for both of us.
No, this is not how that works.
I would say don't take it personal. As I've gotten older, I've realized that like my friends can still be my friends, but we just have different paths. We have different views, and that doesn't mean that I don't still love them, but we're in 2 different worlds pretty much, And I think once you realize that it's okay to grow and it's okay to, drift apart, it'll be easier. I think we hold on to our old friendships because we knew them for 20 years, but we're different, and that's okay.
Reasons and seasons, y'all, right? Like, reasons and seasons. Everybody is not for every stage in your life. And then like some of the people who I love the best, not the best, or the most, are people I met that's bad, right? I love the best. That sounds terrible. But some people I love the most, like, I only met in, like, the last 5-6 years. And there's people who I still love dearly from 15, 20 years ago, and we may not talk for 6 months, but when we talk, it's like we pick up where we left off. Those are like can we please just give a round of applause for those people? You know, that, like, you can talk to them, you cannot talk to them for, like, 6 months, and then you pick them up, and it's like, it's never, why you on call? Oh, the phone works both ways. Well, exactly, the phone works both ways. So, therefore, you could have called me just as many fucking times as I could have called you. Correct? So, yeah, I just think it's part of life, and reasons and seasons, and with that, I yield. So, next question.
All right, next question. What are your feelings about your partner still being angry with his or her old lover?
Ooh. So this one, we can only speak on theory and not practice.
Still being angry with his or her old
so,
lover.
What do you think about if your partner's still angry at their former? What did they do?
They gotta let it go.
Go ahead, take it away, babe.
I mean, I don't know, you know. This is all I know right here, so.
As I said, theory, not practice.
I mean, it was that one person, but that's besides the point.
This shit don't, you talking about me?
Yeah.
That shit don't count.
Now it don't count. The rules don't count for you. Everything is you're just an airbender.
Oh my God.
If someone is still angry at their partner, that means that I feel like they're not over it. Their ex. I feel like they're not over it, and I feel like you gotta
run.
You may not be able to help them because everything you do, they haven't healed yet. You gotta let them heal. So
you should not be in a relationship if you're still angry at the last person, because relax, relate, release. You gotta love yourself, like self-care, all of that. You gotta eat, pray, love your way out that shit, and like eat.
That's a movie, right? I never seen it.
It's a book and then a movie starring Julia Roberts. I never saw it though.
Did you read the book?
No.
Okay.
No. But I know about it.
Okay. No. I mean, you know a lot.
I'm cultured. I'm worldly and shit. That's why.
That's why I married you.
Thank you. So yeah, I just think that I agree. Like if you're with someone and they're still angry at the last person,
let them go.
Yeah, that's
you don't want to be a part of that.
Run, sis.
Yes.
Run.
Yeah.
Fast.
Run. You can't be angry?
You can, but you got to let them. If someone is still angry and someone else is new.
I'm sitting there, I'm saying, oh, every time I'm talking to you about it, I hate him. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, like, if I see you, don't talk to me.
So okay, so if it's not like the second, like somebody breathe, if somebody, they're like,
what if your new partner
if somebody's
does,
like Lionel and you just like go over.
What if your new partner does some of the same stuff that your old partner did?
Oh, he's not going to be a partner at all. I'm not going back to the same thing.
Okay. No, I'm just saying, like, what if he takes his shoes off the same way? Are you going to get angry about that? Or?
Oh, that's dumb.
Listen, I got to ask the questions.
These are the questions, people. And also, let me say this. My asterisk on this whole thing would be, if the person that you were last with did some really, really, like, foul shit that you shouldn't, like, if it's not affecting your day-to-day and your interactions with that person, but, like, so, like, one of our earliest episodes when we talked about, like, what were, like, our deal breakers in our relationship, and I was like, beat or cheat, right? If you tried to beat on me, if you cheat on me, I have to walk, right? So if that were hypothetically the case, and then I was with someone else, and then TJ's name came up, and I'd be like, fuck him, he beat me up, or something like that. That would be my, like, anger, but it wouldn't, like, but then it wouldn't, like, impact my relationship with the next person. Okay, so now I'm with you on that, but
even if
general,
you're still
like,
angry, you have to let go of that anger, because it's just gonna fester, so.
It's not anger that you sit here dwelling over. It's anger that if I see you fall.
It's like an on-site type of shit. Like,
so again, you're still angry. You gotta let it go. You have to let it go. If you want to grow, if you want to be able to be better.
I'm offended as an educator. Teacher, you want me to trip like that? I know. Okay, so we can agree to disagree. This is why the show is called Lovers Quarrel, because there's just never one right answer sometimes. Unless it's mine. No, but
And you know you be wrong, so.
Highly debatable. I be wrong? I'm wrong. Okay. What is our other question?
So this one has a little spice to it. Do you plan the amount of intimacy during the week, or do you just wing it?
Ooh. Go ahead, Dani. That's a great question. Hold on.
Slow, a little parched. Excuse me. Have to wait. Anybody watch Pose? I gotta lubricate. Like.
I want to learn too. You know.
Repeat the question.
Right, TJ, was this your question?
Okay. Do you schedule intimacy with your partner, or do you just wing it? Is basically that's the question, right?
Yep.
If I'm answering honestly, and
I hope you are being honest. Go ahead.
Sir, you deferred to me.
You did.
You're okay, thank you. Let me speak. If I'm being honest, I would probably say it's a mix. It's a mixed bag. I think it really just depends on what's going on in life. So, when we're almost all in here like full-grown adults, yeah, and we have jobs and lives, and we've been in relationships, and like people, you're fucking tired. Like clap it if you're tired. Clap if you're tired. I'm very tired. Yes. I'm tired. All the time, y'all. I'm so. Listen, I want you to lock eyes with me. Listen, 1, 2, 3 eyes on me, right? I am so very tired. All the time. Have you ever, first of all, even if you don't have children, you have all been a child. You know you've been around a child. And that shit is hard. And working is hard. And I happen to work with children. So if you work with children, you know that is hard too. Dealing with other people's kids all day. So, saying that to say, from like September to June, there are some times where like I have to, it's not like I put it in my planner or anything like that. I'm not like, Siri, remind me to have sex. It's not like that, but no.
It's definitely what Tuesday is about.
Listen. If Tatum is ever going to be a sibling, TT Tuesdays have to continue now. So sometimes it's like I have to kind of just like make a mental note. Like it's kind of, and if you can give me a golf clap if you've ever, man or woman in here, if you've ever been like, oh, it's been a couple of days. Maybe I need to make sure I set aside, like, thank you, okay, thank you. It's been like, you might be like, oh, okay, so if it was Tuesday, then it's like, now it's Saturday, and you're like, okay, it's time. And we haven't fought. There hasn't been a reason for us not to be connected. Then you might have to like make a note. Like, you know, I mean, it doesn't have to be like, all right, like, you know, you're on the clock. Like, it's not like that, but sometimes you just kind of have to like make a mental note. And so on that side, and then on other times though, it's just like when the mood strikes. But I think personally, I feel like as we get older, as we're adults and stuff like that, like just like everything else, like gets harder to schedule, like time with your friends and date nights and stuff like that. Intimacy kind of falls into that. So sometimes it's very like serendipitous and you just kind of like come together and everything's perfect. And other times you kind of got to be like, all right, I know I don't got to pick her up until the baby up until 6:30. He gets home at 5:30, so we got half an hour in here. Let's like, and you just do the math and then you make it work. But it's not like it's not enjoyable or nice or anything like that, like the intimate time. And let's just say this, and also like, let's not just say like just about sex, but just like spending like uninterrupted time with somebody, like just like, so like, first and foremost, let's TT Tuesdays. Let's can everybody give a round of applause for Tatum's TT? That's my sister. And my sister, my beloved sister, her and my brother-in-law take Tatum almost every Tuesday, and she spends the night. So that way, and it started mainly because like I was in grad school, I needed time to do work, I had, grades, things like that. But then even after I graduated in May, it was like, well, this is the routine and we're not gonna change it up. So they still take her every Tuesday to give me and TJ's like time. So like we'll go on dates, or we'll, be in the house and watching movies, or we'll record for the episode for the week, or we'll do whatever. But that's what you need a village for, right? Because like to make those times, right? So, yeah, that
You don't gotta say it.
we don't gotta say it. Listen, we got one kid. We've done it at least one time. We know that. At least once. That's all I'm gonna commit to, okay? I'm gonna toss it over. I know I said a lot. I say a lot, y'all. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You women, females.
No, women.
Oh, you looked. I
But just like,
I had to make sure I used the right word.
You use women properly, but you're trying to generalize us. All women don't talk as much as me.
I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna say women rule that department. So we, as guys, we have to follow y'all. So.
Okay.
So whatever y'all say, pretty much go. But
you got a point.
I think that you also have to realize how tired people are and be mindful of it. And that was something that I had to do. Yeah, I wanted it every day, and that wasn't realistic. That wasn't realistic. But as I've gotten older, I got mature, and I see how hard my wife works, and I understand how selfish it would be of me to expect her to do everything she does, plus have to cater to me at times. So it's kind of worked for us. And as my wife say, our bond has been rocking, so it's been a lot easier for us to be
We've been riding the same wave. We've been on the same wavelength. We're two water signs. Shout out to water signs. My water signs, Cancers. Hey, Pisces.
Shout out to the Pisces out there.
Yeah. Oh, y'all.
Yeah, that was real quiet.
Woo. Yikes. Okay.
Yeah.
But I think that. So.
I'm saying is anymore.
Oh, were there any more questions of the written ones?
We have 2 more.
2 more. All right. We'll be quick with this because we do have a special something for y'all.
Okay, this is a Twitter hot topic question. When going on a trip for the first time with someone you've been dating for a couple of months, do you think the guy should cover the expenses or do we split in half?
And we've been dating for...
Say it again.
When going on a trip for the first time with someone you've been dating for a couple of months, do you think the guy should cover the expenses or do we split in half?
Whose idea was it? His idea?
They didn't specify.
Let's say it was her idea.
Okay. So we just started. We just started dating. No, I gotta picture this.
Okay.
We just started dating like 4, 5, 6 months. Okay. And I'm like, hey, I'm going here. Do you want to come? Right? Okay. I would pay.
I don't think that's how that question. It wasn't like I'm gonna be here regardless. And
y'all are going together.
You invited me.
Yes.
I invited you.
So therefore.
Yes, I would. I don't know. I don't know if I would just pay.
Well, I don't know if I would just go.
Hold on. How old am I?
30.
I'm 30?
You're 30.
If I'm 30, I would pay for it. If I was 21, nah, listen, we gonna go Dutch. And I'm gonna get you all the drinks you want, because it's all inclusive, so we good. Don't bring nothing else, I got you.
Oh, like, drinks on me, baby. Okay. I would, if I'm invited someplace like that, I would be expecting you to cover, like, the big things, like airfare and hotel, yes. Okay. I mean, I would obviously come with my own money to, shopping, excursion, something like that.
So what if it was reversed? What if you asked me?
I wouldn't.
That's
It would be more like, babe, have you ever been to Puerto Rico? I really want to go. We should go. So, I mean, that's just... But you know what? In between, real talk though, with TJ and I, like, he is absolutely like the planner of the two of us. Like all vacations, like when we were like 22 and we went to like Orlando or something like that. Yeah. That was a lot of fun. But he's always the one that just like makes the. So I'm very spoiled.
I'm on strike though, so.
You're on strike. I appreciate you though.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's a beautiful thing.
But he's a planner. He covers all that stuff. I just kind of.
You can do it too.
I know how to. I just know.
We're a
first,
team.
It's not. And let's not act like I just show up, because then I'm the one that makes sure like all your shit is packed, all that. Like we get to the airport on time. I make sure you got passports, things like that. It's balanced.
So making sure everything is there, paying for everything.
Because you wouldn't be able to get on the plane if you don't have your passport. So.
Touche.
Thank you. All right. Last question.
Okay, final question.
I'll read that one.
How long should you be in a relationship before you introduce your significant other to your child?
Ooh. Everybody collective. Ooh. How old is the child in question? These are the factors that matter. But I think it depends.
I think it depends on when you're comfortable. I mean, listen, everyone's gonna do something different. Being a new father, if me and Dani separated, I wouldn't just bring anyone around my child.
Same.
Thank you. If I'm gonna be serious with somebody, then that's a little bit different. But if it's just somebody
that you're just dealing with,
then they don't need to meet them.
Yeah, I think if it's like, we got to be going somewhere. We got to be serious about something. So you're not coming around my kid if I'm not like thinking long term with you, period. And I'm not thinking like, and I'd imagine with a child when you have children and then you're dating, you have to be like, is this person, you're not just thinking about yourself, you're thinking about, is this somebody who I want to see in my child's life at some point, when you're thinking about long term. I would say probably at earliest, I would say maybe like 6 to 8 months, because people switch up on you, people move funny, people I forget who told me, but people send their representative in the beginning all the time. Like, is that like at job interviews? Because I'm like, hello, I'm Danielle Byerson, how are you? And then when I'm asked, I'm like, the fuck? So same thing with dating. It's like you send your representative in the beginning, and then people start to peel back the layers and you start to see a person for who they are. And it's like, do I want that energy, that type of person around my child? So I would say if I had to put a hard number on it, I would probably say somewhere maybe in like the 6 to 8 month realm might be like enough time spent to make an informed decision about whether or not to bring them around your child. So that's my number, that's my window of time. No sooner than that.
I would say 8 to 10. Probably.
8 to 10 months, You just want to one-up me?
I mean...
Why 8 to 10? That's so...
I want to go a little bit further.
You want to go a little bit further? You're just trying to be difficult.
No. I feel like 6 months is... Unless you, fall in love, the first 3 months, 6 months you getting married, then it's like, all right, yeah, you got to meet the child. But I feel like 8... honestly, I would say probably 8 months to a year. Yeah, that gives you a little bit more time.
Age of the child depends too.
It definitely does. But you also don't... Everybody dates differently, so there may be someone who's always in love. So if they always fall in love with people, they may be meeting people. They may be introducing people to their child left and right. So you got to give it enough time frame so that way it's like, oh, this person's definitely going to be here.
Got it. Well, thank you for that. And thank you for those questions, folks. Let's give it a hand for those people who were brave enough to write those questions. They were thought-provoking, insightful, well-written. Kudos. Now, we're going to actually segue a little bit and change over again. And if you listen to one of our episodes, we had a dear friend of ours, I call him a dear friend now, on there, and we brought this man from all the way from Baltimore some hip-hop chicken. And if you... Hip-hop chicken, they sprinkle a little crack on it. It's very addictive. It's very good chicken, y'all. Very good fried chicken. And just a little crack on it. And we had a conversation, and I don't know how it began, but somehow the topic went on to...
Because I told you about it, so you was like...
I'm going to ask.
You want to ask.
We have a theory or a study going on...
Well, it's already out there, but go ahead.
...about Black Air Force Ones, okay? And there's you know what? It's about Black Air Force Ones and the stance about people who wear them. And don't suck your teeth because, listen, there is empirical data to support that people who wear black... you know what? I'm just going to invite this gentleman up. And folks, can you just please give a strong round of applause for Reek, the original black man, for the dissertation. You want to move so he can sit here? Yeah, bring a chair up. I'm going to slide over. Here, we'll slide over. He's going to bring one. I'm going to just sit in the middle. All right. He's an expert, y'all. So.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good.
Everybody's chilling? All right. So, there's been an epiphany. Sweeping the nation. More so, it's sweeping our society to where it's being spoken about in all social media norms, water cooler talk, group chat banter, anything you can think of, right? And before I get to this epiphany, I need to say something. I want to say more than ever in our society, people are more open-minded, more receptive to information that they're not really aware about. I can get into a whole bunch of the letter people and all that type of crazy shit. But people, even if you don't agree with it, you're open to it. But I believe that when you start doing things that could damage my family, things you really need to be spoken about. Now, what do I mean? If I wore a t-shirt with like the goat head and 666 and all kind of craziness, you would think that I'm a devil worshiper, sadism. Even if I'm not into that, I just think it's a cool shirt. You would look at me like, oh, this nigga likes the devil, I'm out of here, right? If I wore a t-shirt that said, age ain't nothing but a number, or you know what, you're more to your age than your birthday, you would think there's some unlawful activity going on in my house. Why does this nigga have animal crackers? He's 32. What's really going on here? And the same thing with the t-shirt, and the same thing with the other thing I spoke about. If you decide to wear black Air Force Ones, you should know that people are gonna view you as a murderer, as a thief, all kind of craziness. And let me tell you a story. So the year is 2005 and iPhones are sweeping the nation. And me and my broke friends were looking around amongst our brokenness, eating the 555 deal from Domino's. And we're like, you know what? We're gonna start robbing white people with this iPhone, man. I think there's a lot of money in this. So all of us went to go get dressed and get our robber uniforms on. And it's crazy how all of us had black Air Force Ones on. All of us. This was not in the meeting, none of this. And as I'm tying, oh shit, almost fell.
It's okay. Please be careful.
As I'm tying my shoe, I felt the blood of 1,000 thieves just run over my body. I wanted to steal everything. My eyes became yellow. My underwear became 3 days old because thieves are dirty. There was a purse in my hand when I got finished tying my shoe. There was all kind of crazy shit going on. So why am I saying this? What is this epiphany I'm talking about? If you aren't a robber, that's cool. If you aren't a thief or a murderer, that's also cool. If you don't hit old ladies in the head, that's also fine. But you should know people are gonna think that's what you do if you wear them despicable sneakers. I was just in Foot Locker. There's so many types of shoes you can get. I would rather wear, like, what's the foulest shoe you can think of? The shit with the C on the side? Yeah. If I wore some patent leather Champions, you'd be like, oh, he has no fashion sense, but you know, he might be a stockbroker, he might be an accountant, you really don't know. But if I had some, like, all of you see these purses that are just like not being taken care of? I know everybody would just go like this. I'm not fucking with this nigga in the green hoodie. He's a thief. Hell no, I'm not fucking with him. So yeah, that's my thing, man. Don't buy those sneakers. Don't do that to your children. Don't do that to my family. My people are gonna be scared of you. I'm going to shoot you. And I'm not trying to do that. It's all about black power. I'm not trying to shoot no black people. But let's practice better decision making with our sneakers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Reek. Thank you, Reek. Oh wait, take this with you. But where can the people find you? Very quickly, y'all. Just so you know, Reek also has
thing again.
Oh, sorry. Before he leaves us.
I have to promo myself. I forgot.
Yes, that too.
So if you have Instagram, I'm the OG black man. Yeah, absolutely. Don't laugh at my name. I have a family. If you have Twitter, I'm the OG black man. There's no underscores because I'm not swagless. If you have an underscore in your name, you're swagless. You heard it here first. I didn't go to high school with you guys. I didn't go to college with you guys, so don't ask for my Facebook. Let's not be weird. You know what I mean? Instagram and Twitter only. And lastly, I have a podcast. It's the Good Brother Experience. They help me promote it. They really love my show. And hopefully, if you guys give me a chance, y'all love my show too.
Yes, we love it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wait. Appreciate you. All right. Make sure I don't fall. Thank you. Oh, look at you. Chivalry, not dead. Y'all give Reek another round of applause for that insightful explanation as to why you should not own black Air Force Ones. Value your lives.
I promise you now, when you go around, you're gonna look.
You're gonna
at
start
sneakers.
seeing it. I bet you. You be like, that's
Have
a
you ever
shady
been robbed before? You're
motherfucker
gonna be
right
like,
there.
did he have on black Air Force Ones?
It's in every lineup. It'd be like, he had on, sir, number 5, stick out your foot. And then, every single time. It's you know how like you think about something, then you see it more. It's exactly what's gonna happen. But guys, we've reached the part of the show that which is the namesake of our show, which it is now time for our Lovers Quarrel. All right?
You're not gonna make no weird noises?
I don't want to take away from our DJ Ant Smalls, but I don't want to, and I'm a little hoarse, so I'm sure, Thank you. So, part of why TJ and I even started this podcast is because we are living proof that you can be in love and be with somebody and disagree about lots of things all the time and still kind of like come out on the other end.
They say opposites attract.
Yes, they do. It's a difficult journey though. And so we've talked and quarreled about a lot of things. We've come to the ability to agree to disagree on a lot of things. But this quarrel that we were able to come up with is one that I think will incite something inside of you. So the question that we will be debating is, who is more dangerous, men or women? I will repeat, who is more dangerous, men or women? Men.
Women.
Men. So, I'm gonna.
We're talking about relationships.
We're talking about. Go ahead. You present your case.
Well, when I came up with the question.
All right, Johnny.
Cochran.
I'm responding.
Got jokes.
I do.
When I came up with it, I was thinking about dangerous in relationships, in the sense of how many people seen The Best Man.
Who has? If you need to exit
some
the
people
building if
haven't.
you've not seen The Best Man.
So we all know that Harper was trash, right?
Oh, he was horrible.
But no one talks about Mia.
Oh,
Mia was worse, because she said nothing. And that made me say women are more dangerous, because they can sleep with your best friend and you would never even know it.
They also didn't talk about Lance. If we're gonna go with the Best Man thing.
No, they did talk about Lance.
Lance was trash.
We know he was trash, but okay. He was trash. Harper was trash. Mia,
that's 2-1, so I win.
Mia went to his best. Mia knew what she was doing.
So did Lance.
No,
so did Harper.
No, he didn't sleep. He didn't sleep with her friends. She slept with his best friend. She knew what she was doing. That was a calculated move.
Okay, and Lance knew what he was doing, and Harper knew that was his girl.
Listen, trash is trash. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that what's more dangerous?
I'm going with a numbers game. That's 2 fuck niggas to 1 poor, poor decision made by that woman.
Oh, that wasn't a poor decision. That was not a poor decision.
It was
she knew what she was doing.
Exactly. I didn't say she didn't know what she was doing.
She targeted him.
I said it was a poor decision.
This is ridiculous.
But again, I'm an educator. I mold lives for a living.
So you're molding
2 fuck niggas to 1. We call her fuck bitch. We could do that. That's
not
still
the same.
more men being dangerous than a woman.
It's not the same.
Okay.
Attempted murder versus murder.
What?
Attempted murder, meaning that I attempted to murder you, but I did not.
Okay, we're
versus
all clear on
I
attempted
actually
murder.
murdered you. Which one is worse?
So who's the murderer, Mia?
No.
Okay.
Yes, she is.
Okay. I'm done.
She went for the kill.
You're losing the art. But did he die? That's the. Because they still said they're I do.
They ruined the whole friendship. Did you see?
His best friend's girl.
She could have slept with
So
anybody.
Harper is twice as bad as Mia.
She could have slept
Harper's
with anybody.
twice as bad as Mia. So really now that's like 3 fuck niggas on that because Harper's like 2 and 1.
No.
And then you got Lance is fucking around.
Harper was
and then
weak.
You got
Harper was weak.
Oh, so he's
that's
weak, but she can't make a poor decision.
How's that? That wasn't a poor decision. A poor decision means it was a one-night stand. She targeted his best friend because she wanted to get back at him, and she's never said anything.
But she
didn't even give it an
But
inkling about it.
you're saying, excuse me, can everyone hear me? You're saying this like Harper did not know that Mia was Lance's girl. It's not like I was like, oh, I don't know my girl. He just started dating this chick, or I go to school across the country, so I never met her.
I prefaced by saying Harper was trash. He wrote a book about it. He's an idiot.
He carries the souls of 1,000 fuck niggas. So really now, it's 1,001 to 1. He's trash.
All right,
so, okay, can I tell you the way I interpreted the question?
Go ahead.
So, I interpreted the question maybe a little bit more seriously, I guess.
What?
But
go ahead.
As far as like in a relationship, who can be more dangerous?
Okay.
And while men, I will give you this. Men and women can both be dangerous, right? Because people are people, and there are horrible men and there are horrible women. But I feel like women, what I'm thinking about, so I was thinking about like safety too. Like women, so people getting snatched up, trafficked, all that stuff like that, right? Or, like, so
what does that do with dating?
that it doesn't have to do with dating, but it has to do with like who's doing. Like I just was looking at it as like who is just a more dangerous element. Period. And I feel like men are more there's more men that are a dangerous element than women. It's just in general.
What?
How are they not? I
know, but
did you not see the woman on the shade room
just
that was about to get
relationships.
trafficked?
That's it.
Huh?
You going into
Okay,
Donald
so
Trump's our president. I mean, you.
I mean,
can't any worse
okay,
than that.
he.
All right then.
I rest my case. He's dangerous.
I know, but we're talking about relationships. We're just talking about relationships. Me was trash.
You're talking about a fictional relationship.
Okay. Eve ate the apple.
Eve ate the apple.
Eve.
Did you know that they never even said it was an apple? They never. Okay. Fun fact.
Ultimately,
it was just a piece of fruit.
Can we go into relationships?
So we can talk about relationships, and
So you still feel men are dangerous relationship-wise?
Yes, because if we're gonna go with your fictitious theory, but I'm not saying that's not obviously all. Art imitates life. Had Lance not been doing me wrong, she would have never did what she did. So he, full stop, thank you. Full fucking stop.
Which, again, it helps my point.
Good night, get home safe.
Women are more dangerous because y'all are going to...
No, we're smarter.
No, wait.
We're smarter.
All right, you smarter, dangerous, however you want to phrase it. You can paint it.
Dangerous
if we're gonna cheat,
and smart are two different things.
Lance was just cheating.
I'm a teacher, I know.
Lance didn't go after Nia Long. He didn't go after her best friend. Mia did it. She sat there and said,
she went for
I'm
the
tired of
jugular.
being cheated on.
She went for the fucking jugular.
Exactly.
And she should have.
And that's what makes her more dangerous.
No, that's what makes her smarter. That's what makes her smarter. No. Do you think I am going to go along with the random claps?
Yeah! I win.
Fuck you, fuck. No, just like. Good night. I disagree.
Okay.
Mia, so if we're gonna go with this.
It doesn't have to be Mia. I'm just saying.
Can I talk?
Go ahead.
Can I talk?
My fault.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Let's follow this chronologically, and then we're gonna wrap this up.
Okay.
None of this would have happened had Lance not been a fuck nigga.
Supposedly.
Stop.
Okay.
I'm not done.
I have another theory.
I'm not done.
Go ahead.
Well, we've only got a limited amount of time, so we going.
You're right.
So.
But I'm gonna get my.
So, Lance, I get that. Lance, none of this would have happened if Lance did not do what he did. Okay. If he was not out there being community penis, he would not have disrespected Mia the way he did. She would have not felt compelled to be like, you know what? I'm sick of the bullshit. So just because she was better at it doesn't make her more dangerous, because he was dangerous. Technically, he could have brought home all types of cooties. She picked somebody safe. She picked somebody that she knew. Who she also knew would fuck with him. She picked that person, not because, I'm talking about like, no, that's not accountability. But my thing is this.
Let her hang herself.
Just because, no, it's not hanging myself. Just because she picked wisely does not make her more dangerous. That just makes her smarter. It just makes her smarter.
Smart can be dangerous.
Stupid is more dangerous. Stupid and reckless is more dangerous. I rest my case. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you. And like I said, if we're putting us on the scales of justice, Harper and Lance well outweigh me as fuck shit.
No, I'm not gonna say that.
But we have to wrap
We
it
don't
up.
say, all right, so I want to change, not dangerous. Who are smarter? There you go.
But that
conniving.
That wasn't the quarrel. That wasn't the quarrel.
Well, listen, you're the word one. You know what I mean?
That wasn't the question.
Women. And why is that?
Because we're smarter.
We're more dangerous.
No, because we're smarter. With that being said, you guys can carry this conversation with you as you go home. And you can, in your Uber pools and lifts and subway rides and all that jazz, you can continue the conversation and come up with a conclusion. But we only have a little bit more time left, so we want to just take a moment right now. And my lovely ladies, TT and Gigi, guys, there's a lot of people in here that know and love us. I mean, we love y'all for coming out and just spending your Sunday afternoon with us, so thank you again for that. And there's our actual family in here, there's our friends in here, but there's also, and our listeners, but there's also our podcast family that's in here. And we would be remiss if we did not give an opportunity for just briefly for those of us who are in this podcasting game to just stand up, say who you are real quick, and like just share the name of your podcast and where people can find you, because every listener, every help, every download, all of it helps. So I'm gonna start to my right, y'all left, and I wanna throw it to, I see my guy Rock right there, but actually we'll start with ladies first. So again, our beautiful hosts, TT and Gigi of the Oprah Rose podcast. And these lovely ladies, you can find them on Instagram. It's at The Oprah Rose Show. Twitter, it's just The Oprah Rose Show as well. So please reach out to them. They are amazing. Just Oprah Rose. I lied, just Oprah Rose. Sorry, my bad. But yes, if you want to pass the mic, yes, let's do that.
You can find the Oprah Rose Show anywhere you listen to your podcast. Twitter is the Oprah Rose Show. No, Twitter is Oprah Rose Show. It's not enough letters. And then Instagram is the Oprah Rose Show.
Thank you.
Like, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend.
Yes, like, subscribe, tag friend, tag, share, tell a friend. Keep passing the mic. Just keep passing the mic.
My voice is
I know.
ass. Hi, everyone. This is Mandy from the Horrible Decisions podcast.
Yay!
Hi, guys. Literally, you type in horror, we pop up. On Twitter, we are at HorriblePod. That is horror, WHOREIBLE. And then we are horrible_decisions. Now we got to remove the underscore because we're basic.
No.
According to Reek.
According to Reek.
According to Reek, we have the underscore. And so, yeah, follow us. Also, next month, on January 24th, it's a Friday, we will be at Sony Hall doing our live show.
Oh, yeah, they big time.
Ticket, yeah. This is like our 5th one in New York, so I'm so proud of you guys. I met them at my very first live show, the Brilliant Idiots live show. Mm-hmm. So seeing you guys grow, like, I wouldn't have missed this, even if I couldn't talk.
Thank you.
So proud of you guys.
We love you, Mandy. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Rock.
Hi, Rock.
I have a podcast called Humbly Arrogant, where I chronicle my life as a young, swagless Harlem cat who was super insecure about his life and eventually starts to become an asshole, like she was talking about right there. So you can actually, no.
He's dangerous.
I'm Lawrence from Insecure.
Oh boy.
Right. Yeah. So you can follow me on Instagram or just type in the podcast Humbly Arrogant. Simple as that.
How you doing, everybody? It's the Rebel RHOME, repping the Our Truths podcast. You know, we just telling our truths, showing my vulnerability, and watching my life change. I appreciate TJ and Dani for everything they show me. Just watching love in real time. It's just a dope thing to see. So yeah, you can follow us everywhere at the Our Truths podcast. You can follow me, the Rebel Rome, RHOME. Don't forget the H.
Thank you. I know we have over here.
Adina.
Oh, Adina. Sorry, I'm late.
Right here. Is there nobody else?
And then
So my name is Dina, and I have a podcast called Not For Everybody Podcast. It's something where I bring like all my friends. We just have random conversations about relationships, which Anthony was just on.
Oh, yeah, DJ Ian Smalls up there.
Yeah.
Hey.
So he's like the relationship expert amongst the friend group. So we tend to do that a lot. We talk about sex. We just talk about a lot of recklessness, I would say. So you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Not For Everybody Podcast. And I look forward to having some of y'all on there one day.
Yes. Behind you. Thank you.
Hey, friends.
Hey.
All right, so I'm Miss Daja Bell from So Shameless Podcast. Here repping for everybody. We just finished rapping, so they're not gonna make it.
No,
But you can find us at So Shameless Pod on Instagram, IG. Don't follow me personally. I don't do nothing but post pictures of my baby. It's not exciting.
Same, girl. Same.
Thank you guys for inviting us. This is so dope.
Thank you.
I think...
Steven.
Where we at? We right here with it?
Yes.
All right, here you go.
Don't be shy now.
Exactly. You got a fresh haircut.
You know the vibes. I'm Steven. This is Vixen. We're missing Naima. So shout out to her. We're the hosts for Sophisticated Ignorance. We had Dani and TJ on the show. Like, what has been, like 2 years now?
Like at least a year. Like a year.
Yeah, so you can find us on most streaming platforms and pretty much, come to us for all the ignorant shit.
And last but certainly not least.
Yeah, I was just on stage and I don't care. I'm an attention whore. No shame. So once again, my show is called The Good Brother Experience, and I don't have like a specific social media platform for that because if you listen to at least one episode, you'll see why. I'm a one-man band. I have no guests. I have no co-hosts. I'm a weirdo. Give me a chance before you want to judge me. And once again, if you want to see what I got going on, it's the it's not just OG, the OG black man on Twitter and Instagram.
Thank you. Folks, we just really wanted to do that because, there's a lot of, just in general, there's a lot of like black excellence in this room, excellence of color, whatever you want to call it. But
a lot of creatives.
And it's just like, it's important.
It's bigger than us. So even though this is our show, it would be trash of us if we didn't highlight others who's doing it. So
who took a chance on us.
I thank y'all for coming. It means a lot to us.
For
y'all reaching out and responding and just helping us continue to grow. Steven found this place, so thank him for
the little swanky venue. Yes. Yeah. Guys, we have essentially, not quite, reached the conclusion of our show, and we just want to thank you guys for coming from near and far to celebrate with us, to do this. Me and TJ had this goal of doing one live show in Baltimore and one live show in New York because those are the two places that we call home. And, it's a scary thing, but it's cool to put yourself out there and see who comes and supports you. Even if it was 6 people or 600 people, it's just so important that you support those who you love, and we feel the love, and we are so immensely grateful and thankful to everybody in here who has supported us and this little podcast that could, because ultimately, sometimes me and TJ started it, which is like, even if we're just talking to each other on microphones, it was an opportunity for us. But we are profoundly thankful to you all for coming out and supporting us, especially on a Sunday. And yeah, we love y'all and thank y'all so much. So with that being said, this has been yet another episode of Lovers Quarrel, and I'm your girl, Dani.
And I'm your guy, TJ.
And you know that we fuss.
We fight.
But we love. Bye.
Lovers Quarrel, it's a long
And to send you on your way in the celebration of Black excellence.
sustained quarrel. Lovers.
To send you on your way to celebrate some more Black excellence, we have one more surprise in store for you. Harlem's own.
We have two, but.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's number one.
Okay, my number one. Okay, our first surprise, Harlem's own G Mims is gonna give you a little, touch the stage for a second and talk and give you a little something. So guys, if you would give please a huge round of applause.
Real quick before you do that, so G Mims is my cousin, and we grew up talking about stuff like this, being able to do stuff together. So it's a pleasure for me to be able to have my cousin up here and share the stage with him. So go ahead now, you can.
Without any further ado, y'all, give it up for G Mims!
Mic check. How's everybody doing tonight? Give it up for the Lovers Quarrel, everybody. Give it up for the Lovers Quarrel. Nah, give it up for the Lovers Quarrel. My two homies put a lot of time and work in for this. Word, so it's definitely a blessing to be here. My name is G Mims. I say don't forget the $. You feel me? And I'm here with my family. If you a Mims, you already know what it's about. Shout out to my bias and extended family too. You feel me? So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about me. I'm a hip hop artist out here in Harlem. I just got a dope ad with AT&T. You seen the things in the street, like I say, it's a 212 thing, 718-347. So I just signed a influencers contract with them. So I got big billboards all through the United States saying it's a 212 thing. So shout out to AT&T. That's been a dope experience. I just did Funk Flex. Y'all familiar with Funk Flex freestyles? Funk Flex, you can look me up on that, G Mims Funk Flex. That's some real dope stuff. So, I just gonna kick my 1-2 thing before we leave and part our ways. The first song is called The Vibe. It's not really on iTunes or anything. It's something that I got coming out. But we in a poetry club, so I kind of want to do it a little different. I was gonna come out here with a song, but I wanna rap my thing with y'all. So we're gonna try something. Clap one time if you hear me. All right, wait. Let's do this right. Clap one time if you hear me. All right, clap one time if you hear me. I said clap one time if you hear. I said clap one time if you hear me. I said clap one time if you hear. Keep going now. Clap one time if you hear me. Go ahead, clap one time if you hear. Right. I said clap one time if you look, yo. On the grind to FaceTime with that Paddock shine. My girl asked me, make time or we out of time. She don't see it, they say love is blind. Rather turn her back on me than to turn back the hands of time. Got good balance when balancing my life in these rhymes. I got a shot to change her lives, she wanna let it fly. She want the future, but the past still lash in her eyes. She keep asking if these lies worth a lion's pride. We used to argue to this day, my daughter told her stop. She barely 2, but the tension she could bear to watch. The sacrifices, I guess now I understand my pops. In this league, it's no awards when playing with your heart. The trust gone with questions, become investigative. My spark fading, my hustle building more separation. She ain't industry, she don't care about what it takes. I'm at the point where it's now or never, I gotta make it. Felt like Linda as she walked away. I hear my daughter calling daddy as she off the brakes. She turned on music just to clear state. Gave her the chills when she heard my record in rotation. She changed fast like it's Ramadan. Different women pulling up, my concierge keeping confidants. Mary Jane with my ambiance. I don't do phones, I really got some secrets that could bring us home. Sponsors call her, remember when there was no response? I dropped jewels, mama said that I was born with charm. This took a lot more than blood, sweat, and stalled tears. They took a lot from us now, we want that warfare. Try to pour away our pain for our poor fears. I'm starting to bubble, heard they pop it like a, well, oh yeah, we them niggas, oh yeah. G Mims, 3M, Jiggy on me, oh yeah. Made $1 out of nothing, now it's all there. If a hater might go Fendi for my fall gear. I ain't gonna curse no more. I just don't want to curse for y'all, but G-Mems, let's go to this first song. It's called The Jungle, everybody. Thank y'all for y'all participation. Want to do some kind of poetry kind of thing, because I was feeling like, you know what I mean, y'all should be snapping or something. Yo, DJ and Smalls, let's do this song called The Jungle. You can find this on YouTube. You can find us on all your social media platforms. It's called The Jungle. It's on SoundCloud. Once again, if you enjoy this and your Instagram is cool, G-Mems cool with a K. Here we go. Dance better. Penetrate you on a dinner plate. Nobody safe along a riverbank. Round hair, son, ruling your lawless. Survival of the fittest, make it applauded. Yeah, round hair, son, ruling your lawless. Survival of the fittest, make it applauded. Yeah, round hair, son, ruling your lawless. You know that shit, look. Connotations of an untamed nature, that brother naughty pie. Your best chance, stay afloat up on your naughty guy. Pause moves like monsoons, it's no room. Check 1, 2, different flow for one tone. I'm native with a tongue from a nation who was hating on the nappy years later. Obama inauguration, I'm just saying. We found the underground and try to keep a station. It's amazement, the virtue of our patience. They threw us in the jungle, turned me to a beast. Now I feast on these beat apes on a brother feed. Peace, Sammy B. Ask Mike G, Young G, got a piece of the pride. No line in my speech, now the sky's in my reach. Better hide when the T show. G-Lo, double G show. What's gorillas in here? You rap niggas, we don't feel it in here. Got an aura you can feel in the air, so you in fear, yeah. A crazy young brother named G-Mems. Burn the bush for every day about a C-Man. Crazy young brother named G-Mems. Burn the bush for every day about a C-Man. Yo, it's like a jungle sometime and make me wonder how I keep from going under. Keep from going under. Right, it's like a jungle sometime and make me wonder how I keep from going under. Right, it sound good, my taste it. Violated, do it like violation. We come from a similar place, similar race, unfamiliar face. I got balls, what you face with? Mic a lip on the waist, I might Nike. Pray on me, better be lifeless. This mic shit, mic fit. Eagle on your head, leave you in the pit. Out of sight shit, yo, out of spite shit, got me annoyed. When I get hype, niggas move and deploy, and by the night, civilization destroyed. Yeah, when I get hype, niggas move and deploy, and by the night, civilization destroyed. And if I ever was to die, I pray my people will ride. Come to my grave and get high. For every day we got live. G-Mems, we get it straight out the jungle. A crazy young brother named G-Mems. Burn the bush for every day of butter. Hey, a crazy young brother named G-Mems. Burn the bush for every day of butter. C-Man. DJ, we gonna cut that. Keep from going under. And we gonna go to Pick It Up. This next record is called Pick It Up. It's been doing really dope for me. Did y'all enjoy that song? I'm sorry, but the song's called The Jungle. I wanted to be, you know, I was on like pro-black time, using like the concrete jungle as a metaphor. So that's why I was going with all the ape stuff and talking all the jungle. I was just describing New York City as an island and the concrete jungle that it is. So that's called The Jungle. This next song is called Pick It Up. It's one of my favorite songs. It's out now on all streaming platforms. Shout out to Hot 97, all the radio stations that's been supporting it. Let's do it. Hey. Yo. Yeah. When I say hit, y'all say high. Hit, hit, right. Pop some motherfucking legends to the old school. 30,000 riding in my old school. $30,000 what I old school. Fuck Sally Mae, got the rent due. Riding for myself, need the big cool. Never let them hoes try to pimp you. Young Kobe, bitch, I started off the bitch too. In the spur of the moment, I pop your chick too. Deep thoughts as I'm bagging this cane. Slow grind, but made 25 off of the thing. Used to drown the conversation out, I turn on the sink. Kept the job, let that 9 to 5 go to the bank. I'm from the hood, I love Prince, still yelling from Shank. Fuck beef, I got a girl that treat a nigga like Frank. With the vibes, no strings, but she know what we like. I give her 15 minutes, then get lower than tanks. If that's your man, tag him in. If that's your girl, tag her in. Now pick it up, mommy, now pick it up, right. Now pick it up, mommy, now pick it up, right. If that's your man, tag him in. Oh, that's your girl, tag her in. Now pick it up, mommy, now pick it up. Look, pick it up. Look, if I don't do nothing, I'm a ball. It's a different drip, can't find it in the mall. I need a new chick, good body, I can call. Always down for the flip, she'll stuff it in a bra. I'm looking for more. Young student used to study how the pros move. I keep seeing new niggas turn to old fools. Get into this new paper, been the old news. I can still bag a bougie girl with no jewels. Me and double nickels trying to double triple. It was plain and simple, this ain't nothing simple. What I'm doing, I do what it takes. And where I'm going, I just go, I ain't good with the weight. This beat sound like we've been digging in crates. Yeah, shorty that feel me look like Hillary the plate. If that's your man, tag him in. If that's your girl, tag her in. Now pick it up, mommy. Now pick it up. Now pick it up, mommy. Now pick it up. Right. If that's your man, tag him in. If that's your girl, tag him in. Right. Now pick it up, mommy. Now pick it up. Right. Now pick it up. Look. When I say hit, y'all say hi. Hit. Right. When I say hit, y'all say hi. Hit. All right, everybody, thank y'all. It was my time. I hope y'all appreciate my presence on the stage. Once again, shout out to the Lovers Quarrel. My name is G-Mims. Don't forget the $. Harlem.
Thank you so much, y'all. Give it up for G-Mims. Oh, thank you so much.
Y'all, you know I realized I've been out here all the time. I ain't had no goddamn earrings on. Nobody wanted to tell me. I forgot to. I left them. They were so fucking cute. It was so cute. Damn. All right. Well, here's our last surprise before we send y'all away. It's everybody say, hey world.
You gonna be shy now?
Hi world.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Y'all, thank y'all so much for coming out and supporting us. Please, 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 like, share, follow, tag, all of that stuff. Spread the good word. We love y'all. We thank y'all. And get home safe, y'all. We love it. This is it. This is us.
Hi, world.
Oh, now she like it.
Hi, world.
What's your name?
Tatum.
Tatum what?
I'm Byerson.
How old are you?
2.
When's your birthday?
April 7.
Yeah. Who's your best friend?
Daddy.
Y'all, thank you so much. We love it.
Yo, we brought these shirts here from Harlem and we don't want to take them back, so I suggest you put your hands in your pocket, bring something out and get these shirts out of here. We don't want to take no shirts back. We don't want to take no hats back, all right? Thank you for your participation. I know y'all got a little guap. Get them shirts, all right?
Good night, everybody. Good night.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.